Hey everybody, welcome back to the Centaur Fragrance channel. Thank y'all so much for being here today. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome here. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're a subscriber, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is at the Centaur Fragrance channel. We like to review perfumes, colognes, fragrances, all those great things. So today we're going to be talking about a fragrance called Virtual by the House of Lomani. Now this is a hidden gem. Very few people know about it, and it's a cheapie. So very few reviewers have ever done reviews of this. Very few people know about this fragrance at all. It's hidden away, tucked away in the fragrance world. I hope I'm able to give it some exposure today. So the box actually has this holographic aspect to it. It's actually a very well put together box. It has some texturing. It looks very classy. It looks a little bit old school, but it still looks good, no doubt about it. And here's the bottle. A little futuristic, a little strange, but don't let that scare you. This is a full-size bottle, 100 mils, 3.4 ounces. Let's talk about the smell, then let's talk about the projection longevity, then the complement factor, and lastly the price. So this fragrance does smell really good. It is going to smell a little bit vintage, but it's not very vintage. They called this fragrance Virtual or Virtual when they made this. So they were intending it to be futuristic at the time. I believe it's an early 2000s, maybe late 90s fragrance. So it's not really outdated. It just smells kind of classic. You're getting a good amount of peach. This fragrance does smell kind of juicy overall. It has a well-rounded masculine kind of fougere nature. Now this fragrance isn't powdery, but it has a softness to it, and it does almost give the impression of oak moss, but it's very tamed. Overall, you're getting kind of a fruity fragrance, kind of resembles mandarin oranges in a way, but has a little bit of a peach aspect to it. It's kind of clear, it's kind of piercing, so it doesn't smell the same, but it has a similar quality to fragrance like Elysium and Aventus, those kind of piercing fruit smells. So overall, it smells pretty good. It doesn't smell amazing, I wouldn't say that, but we're going to get to the price in a second. But for what you would expect, this fragrance not only smells just as good as probably any designer in the mall, it smells better than a lot of them. And that's really shocking for a fragrance that doesn't get a lot of love, and for the price we're going to talk about soon. So projection and longevity is another reason why this is a hidden gem. This gives me a solid 7 hours. It can give me up to 9, and the projection is I wouldn't say beast mode, and I wouldn't say it's extremely strong, but it's definitely good, or very good, projection and sillage. So this is no slouch in the performance department. It can get you noticed. So overall, it's a good performer, no doubt about it. So on to the the complement factor. So this is a real interesting, unique beast. Not that it's odd, not that it's bad. I do feel like it's blended fairly well. Perhaps the ingredients aren't the best, but it's blended pretty well. This can get you compliments. I was kind of shocked when I really did test it, when I was around other people. This fragrance, though, does have a certain personality to it. I do feel like this is for a cool cat type of guy. If you're 30 plus, or you just love kind of classic red clothes, and you like really perhaps you have some really nice accessories, I think this will suit you very well. As a younger guy, I don't think you're going to love this fragrance, and I don't frankly think that it would suit your personality or who you are as a person. I think that this does have a little bit of like an OG kind of feel to it. And that's not a bad thing, though. This fragrance has its own character. And in the designer world, sometimes we could use a little bit more of that. So definitely, can get compliments. It's noticeable. It's pleasant. It's kind of fruity. It's kind of sweet, just a little bit. And so it's not bad. So when I was talking about the price, this is what the real shocker is. You're probably going to find it around $20 on average, at the most $25. But I forget exactly how much I paid for it, but you can find it for $15. I probably found it for around 15, and if you get it on sale, I mean, this is ridiculous. You might be able to get it close to $10. So this fragrance, a $15 fragrance, it's very affordable for a full-size bottle. It's definitely in the cheapy territory. It performs, it smells good, it's kind of classic, kind of classy. So what are my final thoughts about this fragrance? What would I rate it, out of 10? So taking into account that this is a very classic fragrance, that it almost has an ambery-like quality to it, almost a Santal kind of feel, an orange quality overall. It's juicy and fruity. It's very likable. It overall performs very well. I just think that this, even though this fragrance isn't outdated, it's an amazing price. That's what bumps it up. I want to give this fragrance a 6 out of 10 because it doesn't smell the most natural, but it does smell good. There's no doubt about it. But because of the price factor, and because this is, gonna do a gentleman or, a very well-dressed kind of guy very well, smelling unique for a very good price, you can wear this whenever you want, anytime. And even if you probably broke the bottle, you wouldn't cry about it. I mean, I have to give this a 7 out of 10. And when I rate fragrances, once again, an average fragrance is about a 5. So this fragrance is above average. It has some personality and some spunk, but it doesn't have too much. Now, I would say that I would like a tiny bit of an animalic touch, and I would like there to be more of like a bergamot mixed in the top. Overall, this fragrance is very mellow. It's kind of classy. I think that this is a really good competitor. If you love Polo Red and you want something that's more nighttime, more mellow, perhaps something more seductive, this fragrance I think could do you the charm. And you cheapy heads out there, you guys really searching for affordable fragrances, and if you've been wanting more of a gentlemanly fragrance besides the freshies and the really clean, perhaps the soapy fragrances, this is one of those that's an interesting gentleman's fragrance out there on the cheap for sure. So let me know if this is something that you loved today, if you liked this, review, if you liked hearing about this fragrance. I only wear this for the nighttime. I like wearing it in the fall for kind of fancy occasions that are more laid back. I definitely have to be in the mood. But let me know what y'all think about it. I think the bottle's real interesting. I think it's overall, a pretty good fragrance. And I don't know why, but sometimes there's these fragrances out there that are definitely worth every penny. So thank y'all for being here today at the Scented Fragrance channel. If you have stuck around and if you do like my content, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never, miss my regular content. And again, even share the video if you're feeling generous. So thank y'all so much for stopping by today. It's a pleasure to have you. Don't forget to wear what you love, and I'll see y'all next time on the Scented Fragrance channel. Have a good one. Bye.